power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures are laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. A power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always verdurous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing wranglers about the murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy, becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us home, to bring us home.
Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And today, y'all are my live streaming audience. Just as a quick reminder, I got some stuff I gotta do before we take down that setting up stream sign. I need to post on Twitter that I'm going live. In fact, so this is something fun. YouTube changes what channel, or not channel, but like the URL of the stream every day. Something fun. YouTube changes. There you go. We got to hear that for a second. You also might get to hear a little bit of rain and some birds right now. We got a storm rolling in. I'm gonna leave the window open as long as I safely can. But we finally have some cool enough weather I can have those bird sounds again in the background. That's live. That's not like a wave file. We've got the second mic that I usually use for Quinn pointed out the window. Going live now on HermitCraft. Okay. So, yeah, here we go. Here we go. And then another thing I need to do is I need to post the tipping link. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We also have a new experimental calendar for live streams. And, experimental live stream calendar at joehills.net/soon. Pin. Okay. So, some folks in the Discord have already been playing around with this. I created a separate Google Calendar with just my upcoming live streams on it. And this way, people can add that to their own calendar app and then set notifications for when a stream is about to start. That's not the same as getting an alert every time that I, actually go live. But this is the actual calendar that I use to decide when I go live or to plan out when I'm going live. And we used to have Tommy, copy and paste this into the newsletter. And that's not going to happen anymore. This is just going to be... You guys are going to get the same source of information I have. And this way, if I'm running late for a stream or something goes wrong, I can edit the event from my phone super easily. And we don't have to worry about dealing with Twitter or anything else, So that is pretty cool. Okay. So. All right. Let's see. What were we going to do this morning? We actually need to go buy diamonds. Not buy diamonds. We need to earn diamonds by mining. We need to do some mining. So we're going to turn down our render distance real quick since we're going underground anyway. Mahi0O says, so far so good on the calendar front. My complications have been from inexperience using Google Calendar in particular. Well, thank you for the feedback, Mahis. Morning, Chloe. I'm glad that Salem also likes the calendar. Hello, Luminescent Luma, Evanetta, and Jasper. Welcome, Alpaca-tastic, in the Discord. Okay, so let's see. In order to go on this mining expedition, we're going to want to bring this with us. We might want to bring some extra Silk Touch, Efficiency 5, Mending, Unbreaking 3, pickaxes as well. Anything that's Efficiency 5 is coming with us for this trip. Probably won't need this second shovel, but okay, so Fortune 3 and Silk Touch. We'll put the extra Silk Touch ones away for right now. Put these extra ores away for right now. I think we're going to grab a couple of empty shulkers as well for carrying ores back with us. Just going to have some chill morning mining, which is always a treat. Okay. I don't know why I have so many soul torches in here. That's probably an oversight. Or an undersight. Can we swap those soul torches out for normal torches? I feel like I had normal torches in one of these boxes somewhere. Do I have an extra ender chest? I thought I put one in here. Yep, it's right in here. So, okay, there's an extra torch. Not exactly here. There's some... somewhere in here. I feel like we had a whole big bunch of them. So let's just quickly scan these chests. Oh, I'm going to consolidate those as well. Here's the torches that I was looking for. Peter Wilson, our first tip of the stream. Thank you so much for that 10. Peter Wilson writes, hey Joe, as a man of the hills, what is your opinion on mountains? There ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no stream in service obnoxious enough. Ain't no secondary mountain high enough to keep me from entertaining you, Peter, and everybody else. Hey, Sean Cockrell, thank you for the 20. Who says, testing Super Chat. That's going to get us past our first phase gamer expansion milestone. So if you direct your attention down here to slot 10, slot 9, where I'm putting the hot in the hot bar, I'm about to say howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee da dee da dee, dee da dee da dee dee dee. Alrighty. Thank you very much to Peter and Sean. I'm gonna try to remember to heart each of these tips as they come in, so that I know that I've marked them. Well, morning, NJ. Hope your trip is going well. It looked like you had fun meeting up with Imp and Skiz yesterday. Sorry that I could not join you for that. That must have been a delightful time. Let's see. Why is NJ up so early? It's not even 7 there. Well, because when somebody has only gotten to another time zone, they're still on their own time zone. This is like 9 a... No, this is almost 10 a.m. New Jersey time. The mysterious 10th slot. I know, right? Yeah, so... Okay. We've got a few empty boxes, or almost empty boxes. We've got some light gray stained glass. We've got some ore here. I feel like we might have had more coal at one point, but maybe we used it. So I'm not going to stress about that. But we will put these extra torches in here for right now. Extra totems of undying as well. Okay. I feel like we are ready to begin our little mining expedition. Because, yeah, we are super low on fireworks. And we've been buying them, like, one at a time instead of, like, by the shulker. And they're way more expensive that way. So we've got 2 diamonds right now. I think a shulker is 11 fireworks. So we're going to grab the duffel bag. And we are going to descend into the mine. Yeah. This is looking pretty good, actually. I'm actually really pleased with how this mine's coming out. Let me just make sure real quick that I don't have any boxes with mining gear. Okay, these actually both need to go upstairs real quick. Can you guys hear the rain at all? I wasn't sure, like, how well... Because I've got kind of a filter on the second mic that gets out the truck noises and stuff. And I wasn't sure how it was affecting the rain noises. Can you hear any of the rain at all? Or it's getting louder to me, but it might not be getting louder to y'all. Black wall, cold. Okay. The rain's coming through nicely. Awesome. Yeah, right now it's not coming in the window. If it does start coming through the window, I'm going to have to frantically adjust it. But right now, the way I've got it angled, everything is good. Okay. Yeah. NJ says, Tango couldn't make it, so Skiz said, do you have any other downtime? Maybe you could meet up then. Waiting to hear back from him. I am... Yeah. That would be fantastic if it worked out. I will say, like, Tango is super busy in general these days, so if it works out, that will be most excellent, but, yeah. It is understandable why he might not be able to make it, you know? Welcome, Corey Henderson. Okay. Okay, so. Part of me is like, should we just do this as a mining episode? Do we want to try and record this? I think we're gonna do this as a chill mining hangout with the chat. I don't think, because part of me is like, I've got some stuff saved up to talk about in an episode, but I'm not quite I don't think I'm quite there. Oh, there is more stuff for Pearl. Okay. So we'll come back through here later and swap some of this out. Okay. Also, real quick, chords player. I'm not trying to procrastinate, but I'm also obnoxious. Dang it. Might not get this done in time. Morning, Sammy. So... Okay, where is... Ah, here it is. People, I had Pearl's stream chat open in the background, and I saw that people were commenting, how is she gaining viewers while she's standing there with her microphone broken? AFK, basically, while she deals with her microphone problems. And so I thought I would jump in the background of her stream real quick and yell, gaining viewers and collaborators in the chat. I'm just being silly. Let's get back to our actual mining. Okay. Oh, Mark says, yay, Joe streamed for my birthday. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Mark. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y muchas más. Okay, so we are going to lay our heads down and dream here so we don't have a bunch of mobs spawn while we are underground. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Only at night, someone says, Joe, where is your totem? Only at night, it will be the totem that we get. Totem time. Is it not actually getting dark? It's getting dark. Let's also put a totem in our offhand, though. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Don't you want the mobs to spawn up top while you're underground so that they're not underground with you? No, because they will spawn, like, here. They'll spawn between me and my tunnels. If I, not, like, see, there's one now. See? We need to not let it get dark. I've gone very far that way, but I don't know how far I've gone this way with the tunnels. That's actually something worth revisiting. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. An actual worm. I live like a worm. I like to play the drums. I'll show you what I know so you can tell me if you think I'm getting better at the drums. I'll leave the door unlocked 'cause I can't hear the doorbell. Do, 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 do. So, Sumo boy joined the game. Howdy, X! Testing that thing you asked. Looking good so far. Actually, yeah, I think I'm testing it. Yeah, I'm sure I am testing it. Did I set my status? Yeah. We don't need a ton of diamonds here. We just need enough. We need about 11 diamonds so that we can buy more rockets. Is where we're at. We've got 9 diamonds. No, we've got 2 diamonds, so we need 9 diamonds. Also, just as a reminder, we've been going for almost a half hour now, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. This is a viewer-supported stream, and I've got to not accidentally copy and paste that into Pearl's chat, because I do have Pearl's chat open, so I can read what they're talking about, which is entirely cat stuff at this point. So, yay. But I'm trying to make sure that when I'm on the server, I interact more with the other hermits, even if it's just little goofy things, you know? I don't want to get caught up in my own little world here, deep underground. I'm glad that this is staying a rainstorm and isn't turned into a thunderstorm. There was some uncertainty about that. There is a flood watch. Looks like the thunder might be rolling in the next hour. Chloe the Great and Powerful tips 7. Woo! And says viewer support. Well, thank you very much, Chloe the Great and Powerful. That puts us only $3 away from our next face gamer expansion milestone. Thank you. Howdy yeet. My morning is going well, Corey. Emily Nicholson says, how are you feeling about Decked Out? I am so excited. I am excited without being impatient, though. Tango has been giving us progress reports without spoilers behind the scenes, and I am 100% Team Tango on his process. What he's doing is a lot, but, you know, he's explained his reasoning to us very clearly on, like, why stuff has taken as long as it is, and it's probably the single thing I'm most looking forward to this season. Like, I didn't know how good the TCG was going to be, so I was kind of looking forward to it, but, like, I also was like, I don't know if other people are actually going to want to play this besides... Because, like, sometimes people do really cool mini-games on the server, and I like, oh, I love this mini-game, but then it's just, like, me and Cleo that play it. And so the fact that other people love the TCG, too, was, like, a huge source of excitement for me. But, like, with Decked Out, it's like we know everyone's all in for Decked Out, since he already did Season 1 of Decked Out 2 years ago, or whatever. So, like, we know how cool Decked Out is going to be. And we are all super hype. But I should only speak on my own behalf. I am all super hype. But yeah. Tango is doing amazing work. I haven't been able to watch a lot of his videos because he asked us not to for spoiler reasons. That doesn't mean you shouldn't. Because it creates a lot of cool irony for the viewers. If you know where the traps are and the hermits don't, it creates a lot of drama when you're watching. Tension. That might not be, you know, you're gonna have a fun time watching Decked Out on our channels, even after watching Tango's explanation videos. Okay, so real quick, there's lava on top of this here, so I want to dig around this to make sure that we're not gonna burn the diamonds in the lava, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So it looks like we can remove the diamonds without lava falling on us. Great, that brings us up to 5 diamonds already. Awesome, we are making some progress. Let's go ahead and put away the blocks we got so far so we're not taking up too much room here. Also, let's check on our... We got another minute or so of fire resistance. That's short enough. We're going to swap that into there to have it ready. Gideon says, will Decked Out 2 clone be released on the internet? I mean, I don't know about a clone, but I know that the original Decked Out will go live. Like, when the world download goes up, you know, we're currently aiming to start the next season kind of toward the beginning of next year. Of course, now I don't have any blocks on me. Okay. I mean, that's arguably far enough away to have gone to start doubling back. But let's, how much further can we go this way? Do we actually hit the same lava? Yeah. Okay. Emily says, oh, wait, real quick, we got a tip rolling in from Jasper for 5, who says, computer, enlarge. Thank you very much. That's going to get us, indeed, to our next face camera expansion milestone and past it by $2. So here we go. It's time to expand Joe. Joe Pasty is actually too low artificially because of the stream the other day. Yeah, there it is. Now it's back where it should be. What was that buzzing noise? That was a weird noise. Okay. I don't know. Gideon says you have to pay for the HermitCraft maps, though. That's why I asked. You don't have to pay for the HermitCraft maps. The world downloads are available for free on our website. Maybe somebody else is scamming you by uploading them and charging for them. But our world downloads are free. That's... Yeah, that's disconcerting to hear. I am sorry that, to hear that you got scammed or somebody tried to scam you, but... Okay, sounds like somebody is cleaning up a construction site nearby. I hear a lot of clanging metal. It's Nashville. There's construction everywhere and constantly. If that gets really annoying, though, I can close it. Gideon says, no, I did not get scammed. I just thought that you had to pay for them. Nope. World downloads are free at the end of the season. So you'll be able to play Decked Out probably by early 2024. We don't have a selected date for the end of the season yet. or the beginning of next season, but based on general temperament and stuff, I'm trying to schedule... My goal is to have everything ready to go by the end of... I want to have my pinball machine done by the end of 2023, but I need to have sufficient savings in place for if we don't start until a few months into 2024. I have no idea what to expect. Mind of Me says, I know Asuma converted Season 8 to Bedrock. Well, here's the problem, though, is that I don't know if the functionality in Decked Out exists in Bedrock, right? So even if the world in general worked in Bedrock, that doesn't mean that Decked Out would. I would not expect it to. I don't think that is a, that is not something people are working on, to my knowledge. Hey, Peter Wilson tips 10 and says, did you know, in 1971, Fermilab used a ferret named Felicia to clean the tubes of a particle accelerator? I did not know that, Peter. Thank you, though, for enlightening me. That's going to get us 7 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Okay, gotta have a sip of my coffee. 'Cause that's half the point of the stream. Then we're gonna pour the rest out of the thermos into the mug. So it's piping hot. I don't know what kind of pipes get hot. Oh yeah, steam pipes. Don't touch the steam pipes. Oh gosh. Do 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 do. It's always exciting when I get an email during the stream, because that's how I get my PayPal alerts. It's like, oh, here's one from, it starts with a P. Oh, nope, that's the name of the natural gas company thanking me for the payment. Okay. So we don't take money off the abacus when bills go through. And it was only for $14, because, like, we don't really use the natural gas very much in the summer. But there is, like, a minimum amount to keep it connected. I wonder if it's worth having them disconnect it every, like, March and return it on in September. Although the landlord might not allow me to do that. We might be required to have the natural gas in case the heat is needed. Like, if there was, like, a cold freeze or whatever. Like a freak storm in April or earlier. Yeah, that's probably not us. I'm also not sure what the disconnect and reconnect fees are, but it's probably enough of a hassle that... Yeah, because previously I've lived places with, like, gas water heaters, and you need hot water year-round. But we have an electric water heater in the current apartment, and just gas heat. Yeah, that was a rumble in Minecraft, I think. But maybe it was outside. I don't know. It's hard to tell because the audio from the outside is going through my headphones too. Because, like, I'm sure the gas company doesn't want to send somebody out to disconnect and reconnect the gas twice a year. But yeah, I think that it might be worth it, but I think it would violate my lease. I think part of the terms of my lease is I continuously have to pay for electricity and water and gas. So that's just not violating my lease is a good enough reason to not bother. But, like, if I'm ever a homeowner and I'm in control of that, that'll be something to think about. Well, Gideon, there's also more extreme weather in general. So, just something to be aware of. Yeah, if your user profile picture is a recognizable brand logo, you're gonna get banned. They're not paying me to advertise here. So, either they're paying you to advertise here, in which case I didn't get a cut and you're banned, or you're stealing someone else's job. You shouldn't be promoting other people's brands for free. That's somebody's job. This is America. How are they going to afford health care? What if their kids get sick? Don't do that. If we hear more thunder, I'll pull up the Nash severe weather. I'm just trying to get my diamonds at this point. Emily says, are there going to be any more crossovers from SMPs when Decked Out starts? Not to my knowledge. Hey, we got some more diamonds. Kindlelist says, in Canada, the utility companies spread their billing out over the whole year. Oh, that's interesting. You have the option of doing that in Nashville with electric, but, like, it's kind of not worth it, in my opinion. Unless, like, at least the way that I live, it's not worth it. It doesn't really make anything easier. I feel like it also disincentivizes you to pay attention to your usage as you go, because you don't feel it. Like, if I'm wasting heat because, like, oh, there's a problem with one of the windows or something, I wanna know. I want that feedback loop, right? All right, see ya, NJ. Have a good day at your summit. Hey, more diamonds. Woo! Let's go ahead and empty out some inventory space here to make some room. Okay, we got a few here. Let's see if we can get our count. 16. Nice. Let's finish this tunnel just for completion's sake. Let's go as far as that lava fall. Wow, y'all can probably hear that the rain is really starting to come down out there. Before I decide if I turn around, let me pull up the weather. Twitter.com/NashSevereWeatherX. Rain sliding in now, should start light. Pick up in intensity through the morning, gone by afternoon, flood watch till 1 p.m. Nothing about thunder in particular. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine us inviting other people to join the server at the same time Decked Out launches, because Decked Out launching is one of the times that the most people are going to be on the server from our own group. And Decked Out, only one person can run it at a time anyway. We had a lot of we had a lot of congestion around Decked Out with the number of players we had last time. I don't imagine it getting better if we invited another SMP to join us. A few people are saying that their gas bills and electric bills are normalized, and it's more convenient for them. No, that's fine. I could understand how it's good for some people, but for me, psychologically, I want to feel the impact of if I do a better job of, saying, like, oh, I'm going to turn off the AC and open the windows, or, like, that sort of thing. Like, okay, that was definitely a Minecraft noise there. That was not the outside. Alpacatastic says, my contract has me paying the same amount each month regardless of how much I use. It reminds me I need to look back at my average usage before it renews to see if it's worth it. Oh, that's interesting. Is that for electric or gas? Alpacatastic. Oh, we are actually running low on redstone, so let's grab that. Definitely want the gold for impulse. Peter Wilson says, I work at a theater, acting theater, not a movie theater, that has a lot of old halogens and tungsten lights. The power company does not like us. I had to wire a massive battery to help even the load. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they don't like it when they see, like, a huge change in the amount of draw from y'all. As you, like, turn on a bunch of lights at the beginning of the show or whatever. Let's see. Is this a... Whoops. Let me... Fireproof potion? I would like to get those diamonds, please. How big is this area? It's... okay. So, let's enclose the diamonds. So that we don't have lava coming at us. Okay. So we should be able to get those diamonds now without issue, as long as we don't punch through. Hey, we're up to 24 diamonds. That's not bad. And, I mean, to some degree, we may as well just, we may as well mine our way back on the return trip, because it's not like we're in a super hurry at the moment. Peter Wilson says an LED equivalent to a halogen bulb is $700. Wow. That's, yeah. Yeah, Quinn got a theater degree in college, and I dated somebody in the theater department as well there, and yeah, like, the lighting grid setup is really intense, and that's, like, even at, like, the university level, so I'm sure at the professional level, it gets even more intense. Any other diamonds hiding in here? Diamonds in the floor. are mine. It's all mine. My name. Bum 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 bum. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Yeah, we're all gonna be in this experimental film, and even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it is. La da 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 da. Bum 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 da 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 da. Oh, I haven't checked the button yet today. Remind me when we get out. We need to buy rockets and check the button. Mind of Me says, I love when you sing experimental film. The Spine was my first modern They Might Be Giants album. I went back and listened to everything I missed between John Henry and that one. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Mind of Me. It's just, it's one of those songs that gets stuck in my head a lot because I think about, like, when I'm doing, like, replay mod stuff and, like, I'm thinking about filming stuff. Like, I don't know. I spend a lot of time on quote-unquote experimental filmmaking, and it gets caught in my head. Oops. Let's just go ahead and refill that while we're here. Get some of this nonsense out of the way. Also, how are we on fire resistance? Got 2 minutes. That's fine. We got a totem. It's only if I get rid of the totem and the potion of fire resistance I'm in trouble. But we're mining away from the known lava source, so I'm feeling okay about this. There might be unknown lava sources out this way, though, so... Let's see, how long have we been going? Almost an hour. Probably also a good time to mention that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We have not actually gotten any PayPal tips this morning, so let me manually log in with PayPal on my phone, just in case there's something up with their alert system. I don't want people to be going unthanked. Manually logging into this. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. That's fine. Just making sure it's working. Sip of my coffee. Uh-oh. Why am I getting an error try again on YouTube? Did we lose internet? No, no drop frames. Huh. Wait, did my previous attempts to post the tipping link fail? No. Let me try linking something else. Like, don't forget my newsletter is at... you can find my newsletter at... If it's like you posted too many links in a certain amount of time, maybe I've... It's like, it seems like the stream runner should be able to post as many links as they want on YouTube. Yep, more guys falling out of the sky. Yeah, it sounds like YouTube chat might be just having problems in general this morning. That's probably it. I'm not going to stress about it. Good point, Loopy. Okay. So let's take the diamonds we have and go buy some rockets before we run out. We're going to need our trident here, possibly, to get all the way to the shop. Okay, so we want to buy box of rockets. Ooh, they're down to 10 diamonds. Nice. And let's make sure this one's actually full of rockets. Cool. Oh, don't forget to check the button. Thank you. We need to actually get the rockets out first. Let's get some of the ores unloaded as well. Okay. Okay, so this is fine. You might be like, Joe, what do you need all those rockets for? Well, the thing Asuma has me testing resets the Bobby Mod world. So, for the back half of this stream, we're going to do some flying around. So I hope you like looking at HermitCraft. Because right now, the areas I haven't visited yet have been completely wiped from my cache. Yeah, the whooshing sound is from the window mic. Yeah, it's raining really hard out. So that's like a rainstorm that you're hearing in the background. Bees. It's a lot of coal. So put these floating blocks here. I'm not sure I love that. somebody do that on purpose? Maybe. It's HermitCraft. Okay. I feel like that's probably far enough in this direction in general. What are these seams, though? Is that a lighting glitch? Okay. Here's where the bees hang out. I'll see you there at the lowest layer. Deep into underground. Slash boards. I don't want somebody trying to find me and flying all over the map while I'm zigzagging around. See, there are points of interest this far out. You might be like, Joe, why'd you come out all this way? All this way. Because, yeah. This is where stuff is. Now, the stuff ahead of us in the shopping district should already be good, but we're going to check the button while we're over here, too. Because we preloaded this bit. Already. Where is the button? Ah, somebody just hit it. Okay. And we need to get some of this stuff in the background of Deep Field as well. Whoa, I don't know what that is. We're gonna leave that alone for right now. That's probably a spoiler, I had to guess. If I ever seen a spoiler, that's pretty blatantly a spoiler. Now the rain is really starting to come down. Doesn't look like it's coming in the window though, so we're still okay. Welcome, Jill Jackson. Woo! Are you for real? Welcome to the stream on HermitCraft. Flying around to load some chunks again. Okay, so we are going to have to cut back this way a little bit, it looks like. To make sure we get all of this loading in. Where are the edges of... If we go up here real quick, we can see the edges of the previously loaded areas. Whoa, 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 failure, failure, failure. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we flew over Stress's base before, so that stuff is all loaded in. Or able to be loaded in. I think. There might be a gap there, but that might just be a weird chunk loading error. Nope. Yep. Whereas this stuff here has not been cached again at all. So we're going to fly over that and get that newly updated. It looks like a cat now. Yeah, I didn't go very far this way, so we don't have all of this gaming district here loaded in yet. If we fly up to the top of the helicopter here, we can see how far out stuff is. That way, I did like 2 lines of loading, so we got a decent radius or range. So each sweep I can get at most like 16 chunks in either direction. So I can kind of draw a 32 chunk wide line with my body as I fly. But we don't have this out here really loaded yet. I'm not sure how far out this way we came before, but I'm not sure that we got all this. Those chunks there are loading way ahead of us, so then we want to go back this way, get new chunks. What is this box up here, and will it kill me? Okay, it's not a murder box. Oh, it's a murder box after all. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I've recovered from my encounter with the murder box safely. Ooh, trident. We can fly so much better in the rain. Pearl, don't you dare click that bed. Don't you dare click that bed, Pearl. No sleep, please. I'm wondering if I'm going to be flying too fast for some of these chunks to even load in. Like, I don't know if I'm actually getting all of the chunks or if I'm moving too fast. Oh no, that's a dragon. Probably shouldn't fly into the dragon. Okay, I don't think I'm getting any chunk data at this point. I'm just flying too fast. I'm well into the Winterlands now. Am I still getting stuff below me? I am. Okay, that's good. I mean, I've got a lot of speed here. It's actually kind of impressive, because rockets, there's kind of a max speed you can get, but tridents, there's not. There's like occasional breaks in the snow with the rain here that I could use my trident on. Get the speed up again. Pull up, pull up. Okay, I think we want to fly backwards now and see if we actually manage to load any of those chunks. The answer might be no. Yeah, I think we were flying so fast the server was not giving us the data. Look at that, it's like loading us. It loaded like a single chunk line. Oh, that's suboptimal. We'll just glide for a minute then. That's fine. That's how we learn. Yeah, Trident can be very super fast. Indeed. Oh, well, some of this looks like it preloaded successfully. So let's actually come back this way. Oh, because we were flying slower over the snow because the Trident we couldn't use to replace our speed or to speed up again. Okay, so this part of the snowy part here loaded in fine. So that's good. Oh, actually, why am I still using this one? I can Trident higher. Oh, now I'm too high. Entirely. Lighting glitches aren't optimum. Lighting glitches. Is Pearl at my base? Pearl's at my base right now. Okay, so I actually misdecked out and stuff in my first pass here. Let's go a little further out to sea, and then we'll swing back in for decked out. Oh, that's a lot of lighting glitches areas. This is so much more relaxing to do in the rain. I like the trident noise a lot more than the rocket sounds. Rocket sounds, burning out of fuel out here alone. It's gonna be a long time till touchdown brings me around again too far. Don't never think I am at home. Oh no, no. Why are all of these lighting glitched is the question. I'll do this one. Oh, and there's like a whole chunk glitch here too, or region glitch. Yeah, this is weird how many of these chunks are loading in with lighting problems. That's not... So, I'm testing something kind of secret for Asuma right now, and I'm not sure if this is part of that, or if this is just some other completely unrelated nonsense. Yep, so flying over the chunks with the lighting glitches definitely updates the lighting. So that's good, but I shouldn't have to do that. That shouldn't be a task in my queue. Hey, we got a tip rolling in via PayPal from Samantha for 10, who says, "Morning, Joe. Hope you have an awesome day today. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well already. Thank you, Samantha. That is going to get us 3 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Expand. Yeah, you can't trident flies false as a light, of course. Or mesas. So we'll just load in the edge of the mesa here. We're not going to load the whole thing. Clem Meditation says, I heard Patreon had some sort of technical problem lately. Did you get affected by that? Not too much. So Patreon has multiple payment processors that they use for sending the money to the creators. The one that they specifically mentioned in the article had failed, was not the one that I use. So I was still able to get my monthly withdrawal okay. But I mean, you know, next time it could be the other one, you know, so that's definitely something to be aware of as a possibility. It's a risk as a business owner that any invoice you put out or any money that you expect to get, you might get late. So, yeah. So I was not directly impacted by that. I did hear from at least one of my patrons that there had been something where their credit card rejected the Patreon charge and they had to link a new card or something. I'm not sure how widespread that is, but based on what I read about that in the news, this is a relatively, like, it's more people than usual having that problem, but it's not like, it's not anywhere near 100% of users. So, like, if you were using the payment processor that failed to actually disperse the payments, you would lose 100% of your income last month. Or at least you would have that postponed. Whereas the other problem where people weren't being charged or their credit cards were rejecting it, that's more case by case. And even if a few people need to re-update their cards or whatever, we got such an increase in patrons last month that it's not immediately impacting me. And those folks have time to get that updated. I feel like I'm a little disoriented. Decked Out should be around here somewhere, but we haven't found it yet. Is this Decked Out? There's a little ice house there. I don't know where this is. Oh, there's Falses over there. Wait, how do we get all the way over to Falses? We really overshot some things if that's the case. I'm gonna need a second to reorient. Decked Out is then back this way. Clan Meditation, what it says, what are you loading chunks for? For Bobby Mod. Isuma asked me to test something, but the test wiped out my Bobby Mod cache. So I need to recache everything. But that's fine, though, because some of my chunks were getting old. Like, I didn't even know this was here. Let's go ahead and remove the no sleep. Howdy, X. So I don't want to look too closely at Decked Out. Tango asked me not to. But we do need to fly over it so it can show up in the distance of our renders. Even if we are not giving it too close a look. And give it a slow fly over here, just to make sure the chunks all render in. There's XP's base. Yeah. So there's Corrales' ship out there. Just having kind of a chill fly about. Okay, the question is, are those chunks not loading because of replay mod or Bobby mod, or are they not loading because we didn't get the network in the first time? So we want the building to load. Even though we're not looking too closely at it, we do need to make sure that this loads in the distance, because it's a pretty big landmark here. Radically, okay. I think at this point we should fly back over the perimeter toward our base. Oh, we haven't cached this part yet. I forgot about this part. Let's make sure we get this thing in here. It's pretty important, visible in the distance structure. Make sure we get all four walls of the perimeter. A lot of lighting glitches. Don't love that. Elsa says, this gives me a much better idea of where things are relative to each other than the videos. Yeah, that's part of the goal, too. Ice Trident mod that works in the snow would be fun. Okay. I'm not going to go too close to that, because I don't know what that is. But it is very close to my base. Uh-oh. Forgot about that part, huh? Yeah, let's turn our render distance back down. Yeah, at least I was above the water. Well, I had the, what do you call it anyway? Totem. Yeah, Doc's little notices are fun. Apparently he had them set far enough away to reach decked out, and Tango is like, what? What is this? Somebody's messing with my game. And it's like, nope, he's just messing with the whole server. But, Nobody can say Doc isn't a little bit of a team player. When Tango was like, Doc, can you maybe have this not reach decked out? He was like, oh yeah, that's reasonable. Because yeah, Tango's gonna be doing some custom sound stuff in decked out and doesn't want Doc's voice talking over his audio cues. Clam meditation. We're actually not talking about struck work in the chat. Although there has been no request for a general boycott of the movies, they have asked that people in positions like mine not scab by promoting films, because when the studios realized they couldn't pay the actors to go talk about the movies. No, that's absolutely struck work. Yeah, so basically the studios want to pay. The studios are mad that the actors won't go promote the movies, so they've been trying to get YouTube and Twitch people to promote the movies instead. And that's considered the SAG-AFTRA and the WGA have said that that's considered scabbing. So I am not going to be promoting films or television shows that are struck in the feed, and I don't really like it if people are having conversations that I can't be a part of in the chat. So we're just gonna not do that. Thank you for understanding. See, can we? Yeah, we got past those guys. Okay, so we're gonna head to the end. In the end. Ooh, this is a cool new portal. Doesn't even matter. Fun. Coming up on the 10 o'clock hour. Let's see if I'm gonna have that same chat problem again. Normally I post the tipping link. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Yep. Hopefully the rafts do work. Put my trust in you. Oh, what is this? Interesting. So somebody else has a little secret door over there too. Nice. Hey, the rafts worked. Probably gonna want to turn down the what do you call it? Hostile mob sound before we get too close. We got them turned up for mining, but even 1% is too many percent. Okay, so let's fix our pickaxe too while we're here. Hey, we got another tip rolling in from Chad. Thank you, Chad, who writes, Happy Friday, and tips 20. Well, thank you so much, Chad. That gets us 3 past our next Face Gamer expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand Joe. Do-do-do-do. Let's fix our trident and our pickaxe. Anything else here need to be fixed? I think we're good. We'll just take these extra levels with us. Whoa, what are these? Are these decked out cards? I'm gonna send Tango a message. Real quick. Just in case he freaks out that he... Hey, You probably know this, but I was just in the Ender, and stumbled onto a few chests of decked out cards of, well, what my chat claims are decked out cards. Figured I'd let you know. A few shulkers. Figured I'd let you know, just in case you'd misplaced them. Thanks for all your hard work. Super hype for the game. Okay, so we'll just leave that be. Okay. Okay, so where were we? We've got the elytra fixed. Let's actually turn the video render distance back up real quick. So we actually need to get all of the terrain around the pinball machine, because that's where we do a lot of our filming. We already went that way, but we didn't get a lot of... If we go up to the top of the machine here, we'll be able to see what we do or don't have. Welcome, Scretenum. Scretenum? Okay, what do we have cached and what don't we have cached? Give me a second to drink my coffee too. And oh, I need to change my HermitCraft Discord thing. There's some announcements and stuff I need to read real quick. Okay. We do have icons for this already. Okay. So you can see where the limits of our preloaded chunks are here. We're missing the chunks this way. Have a good day, Emily. Welcome, Cheesiest. Yeah, Isuma asked me to test something, and it wiped out my cached chunks. So we are reloading the area around my base at the moment. You can see the pinball machine over there in the distance. It's a nice, chill Friday morning activity. We did some mining earlier. We bothered Pearl a little bit. We emptied our trash. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we've already pre-cached out a lot that way, as you can see by the long distance render. Which means we need to kind of offset ourselves a little bit before we turn around here. To get back into the discovering new chunks area. Yeah, Cheesiest, you're right. Bobby is definitely way more stable and performant than it used to be. So, yeah, I definitely... Congrats to the Bobby mod developers. They're doing great stuff. Yeah. Yeah, little brief server flyby tour. That's right. I know some of y'all have seen this a lot, but some of y'all haven't. And it's always nice to just kind of do a little tour of the periphery. Let's go ahead and take a little turn here. I'm shocked nobody used this little crown here for a base or a build or something. This is a really cool area. What are the coordinates of this? Hold on. I am writing these down and pinning them or something. I'm making a note. Negative 3130, negative 419. Okay. Let's actually disconnect and okay, let's switch over to Deep Slate 9 real quick, which is my Patreon world. Teleport negative 3130, 250, negative 419. I was gonna say, this is such a good place for a build. I should maybe host a Patreon build contest here in the future. But somebody on my Patreon server recognized that this was a blatantly good place for a build and started building one already. So my hat is off to you for your excellent eye there. Okay. Very well done. I'm not disappointed. I am not disappointed. I'm actually very pleased. I was like, It would be a shame to waste a spot this good on the Patreon server. And it is not wasted. I don't know whose build this is. But this is a fantastic build that makes a great use of the space. Okay. Cool. Sorry, sometimes I just see something that, like, inspires me on Minecraft. Okay, so we need to connect to the secret project one. And let's... This is my first time logging back into the... with this setup. So let's make sure that the Bobby mod stuff didn't... Like, hopefully the caches didn't get wiped a second time. Nope, I can see some long-distance stuff. Great, okay. Now, I do need to... Let's see, which way are we heading? We're heading south now. Okay. Yeah, there's west. So we're going to go a little west, and then we're going to head south. Let's see, my Discord chat says, that's Superstone's Altar of the Sun. You actually did petitions there at one point. Yeah, I didn't realize that that was the same place, though. Okay, cool. I think it's been improved on since then, too. I was like, this is very cool, very familiar, but yeah, awesome. So, yeah, Superstone, great build, great eye for location. We're still getting the lighting glitches, but you know what? That's probably fine. As long as they don't show up in the replay mod, I think we're okay. So we're going to fly on this side of the build there to make sure we're generating new chunks, or rendering in, or loading in new chunks. Ooh, there's a little flower build over here. That's very cool. We're gonna keep kind of flying along this fault line of the. Okay, so what's loaded and what's not? Looks like we need to continue this way. You can see where it's loading from disk ahead of where it's loading from the network. The further out stuff is the disk loads, and then the nearer stuff is the network loads. And it is starting to intensify the rain again, which is fun. Okay, looks like this was the edge of how far I got on a previous pass here. Morning cub, one cub, down, 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 da 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 da, one cub. hero. Ba ba da ba. Hey, Lord Pie Crust, thank you for 20. Who says, hey, Joe, happy Friday? Well, it is indeed a happy Friday. That's actually going to get us, boom, $3 past, clearing the abacus. So we're about to enter the joust. Boom, 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 boom. At this point, each additional face camera expansion milestone will be accompanied by a corresponding drop in Joe-pacity. So thank you very much, Lord Pie Crust, for getting us there. Oh yeah, I forgot my chains. These are supposed to remind me that humanity was my business. But common good was my business. Dun, 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 dun. That's an interesting little village platform thing. You think a human built that, or is that something that would be in game? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. As we get closer to the ground, it gets harder to tell where we're loading new chunks. Collie Wolf says a world I'm in actually has a platform like that. Really? Interesting. That might actually be native generation. Interesting, says Alpacatastic. Or I'm saying interesting to Alpacatastic. Who says that? That's interesting that that's a possibility. I didn't know that. Okay, I think I've already been here. Yeah. We need to swing out further here to be loading the new chunks. Yeah, there we go. This was the edge of where we had loaded. Morning, Ashley Baker. Or Ashley Baker. Glad you could join us. That's an interesting trench. Huh. Okay. Well. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. If we go straight toward Moonset, it's going to get us into unexplored chunk territory, which is good. That's where we want to be. If you're looking for me, better check under the sea, 'cause that is where you'll find me, underneath the sea lab, underneath the water, sea lab, at the bottom of the sea. Hey, Stacy Grace. Stacy Grace writes, "Hey Joe, where are we off to?" We are. Asuma asked me to test something on the server, and doing so, the test was successful, but it means that I need to recache the surrounding chunks for the Bobby mod. So we are currently flying around near my base in the far render distance from my base, basically, so that when we do our big video exports with high def and long distance renders, we don't have just like missing chunks in the surrounding periphery. So we are currently just kind of doing a chill Friday morning flight around the outskirts of the server. Just touring the periphery. Neon Wyvern says, "Cool live stream calendar. I appreciate knowing when streams may be." Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Neon, but there's actually like a Google Calendar has like a... Let me open this up on my own browser real quick so I can make sure I'm reading this right. The Google Calendar in the lower right has like a plus Google Calendar thing that basically lets you subscribe to this calendar yourself too. So people were asking me for notifications because they were like, hey, YouTube and Twitch aren't sending notifications consistently. Is there something you could do in terms of notifications? Well, this is actually, I'm sharing with you the calendar that I use for when I'm going to be streaming. This is like what's on my phone. So if I make a change to it, it'll show up on the website there. If you're subscribed to it and you have syncing turned on, then you'll get updates on your device as well. So, yeah, it's taking notifications into my own hands, basically. So, and we have reached the racetrack now. That's good. We're going to fly around the racetrack a little bit and make sure we get all that preloaded, too. Yeah, I'm always trying to push the envelope tech-wise in terms of, like, owning my own vertical. Now, technically, I am using Google Calendar for this, but if I needed to, I could self-host an alternative if Google Calendar shut down. That's not worth it right now, but it's the sort of thing I've built for clients in the past when they've had... I've had a lot of... Like, at my old day job, I built a lot of stuff for people who basically were like, we can't depend on an outside tech stack for this. We need something that we own 100% in-house. And so, like, I've built calendaring solutions and things that would export to ICS before and things like that. I don't want to do it again, but I can if I have to. So in the short term, we're just relying on Google's ICS and synchronization functionality. But as a proof of concept, I think this is a good place to start. Spending minimal amount of time building tech myself, proving the concept. So, yeah, y'all let me know what you think of it. Feedback is going to be welcome. I actually have a channel in the Discord just for feedback about the website. So y'all can post there if you're in the Discord. If not, let me know in the stream chat. Although that's harder for me to reference later. It still, like, goes in my head, which is helpful. Okay, so this is where we were going really fast over the ocean here. Morning, Sam. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a great morning yourself. So we're just going to go this way a little bit, and then we're going to turn around here. This is about the edge of the ice boat course, and we are going to want to have some of this out here preloaded, but, like, realistically, I'm looking at this, and it's like, it's just flat ocean, so that's not going to really improve the visual interest of the render too much, having more ocean out here. Welcome, Ellis. Oh, you're not late at all. We're just flying around, palling around, hanging out. People are getting work done. I'm testing something for Asuma right now behind the scenes that required dumping my Bobby mod cache. So we are rebuilding the Bobby mod cache while I do that test. Oh, whose birthday? Wait, is it? Oh, it's Sam's birthday. Feliz cumpleaños, Sati. Feliz cumpleaños, Sati. Feliz cumpleaños a Sam. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y muchas más. Well, thank you so much, Sam, for sharing part of your birthday with us. Hope you have a fantastic one. I don't know what time zone you're in, if you're just starting off your birthday, or if you're maybe you spent the whole night out partying and you're just coming back and having a nightcap and chilling out, watching the stream. But either way, hope it's a good one. Alrighty. We're going to come back this way now and just continue to load in these chunks. Tour in the periphery of the HermitCraft server really gives you a good sense of how it all fits together. Outside it's stormy weather, but out here the sky is blue and clear, and I am soaring, wonderfully flying. Oh, my elytra's dying. Okay, yeah, so we might need to actually start heading. We're gonna start heading back to base to do a elytra repair. Oh, little baby mushroom island. I didn't know that was there. See? I'm learning stuff. I could build a mini game there and mobs wouldn't spawn. Look at that. Okay, you can see the chunks loading in the distance where we've already been. So we're going to go to the left of that and load in new chunks here for the cache. Yeah, we're okay on the elytra. Not great. We have enough to get home. If we go home and repair it and then come back, it'll be fun. Okay. I know that I'm going to be filming stuff with the elytra course in the future, so getting this whole area kind of mapped in advance is going to be beneficial. Like when we did the elytra course, having a bunch of that preloaded so we could get the long distance renders. I don't know if y'all watched the latest elytra course episode that I put out. There's some cool stuff in there visually. I did a lot of experimentation with the replay mod and the cinematography, and I really hope you take a look at it. I'm trying to make sure the episodes feel different than the streams, And boy, that one's gonna feel different than the streams. Hey, welcome Barbie Slab. Glad you could join us. Okay, it looks like these chunks are preloading from way further out, so this might already be more pre-rendery. So maybe we cut along this way for a minute. Yeah. How are we on Elytra? Yeah, we should be heading home, though. If we fly due north from here, that'll get us home pretty quick. So there's some cost-benefit analysis going on here of, like, should I continue to cache new chunks? I do want those delicious, delicious new chunks. But we also need to get home. So we're going to turn due north. Let's get elevated. You gotta keep them elevated. So with the render distance turned up far enough, we might actually be able to see our pinball machine from a good way out. While we slowly glide here. Nice relaxing glide. Ooh, I got a message back from Tango about those boxes. Let's see what he says. Still working there? Thanks, though. Cool, cool, cool. So no mistake there. Yeah, that's definitely a low elytra. Good try. Guess we'll see if Cleo's all good or not, huh? Okay. Oh, wow, I didn't realize we were past the 2-hour mark. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Cheesia says, thanks for the peaceful flying stream, Joe. I gotta do less peaceful IRL stuff. Have a good one, everyone. Well, I am glad to help y'all relax in any small way. Barbie Slab says, hello, Joe. How are the back-to-school preparations going? We're gonna do most of the big stuff when my daughter gets home this weekend. But I did get to go meet her teachers and stuff at like an open house last week. Or this week? I don't know what week it is. Okay, we need to go this way. We're too far that way. Dang it. Apparently Cleo's actually upset. Okay. Is Cleo streaming? I don't know how I'm supposed to read the room if she's like, oh yeah, I might have lost some stuff. Like, we always might have lost some stuff. Like... Okay. Okay, why did we come in here? Oh yeah, we're trying to fix our elytra. I found that read the room literally always means shut up, so I'm just gonna shut up. Okay. Well, not literally always means shut up, but it actually always, practically always means shut up. She also told us she didn't need any help. And I feel like not being sarcastic about her losses are a type of help. So, I did my best. I'm not gonna feel bad about this. Okay, let's go. Bum, 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 bum. I should probably find the other elytra and repair that one too. Okay. Barbie's Lab, the thing is, somebody's only going to tell you to read the room if they want you to shut up. You're right that read the room literally means pay attention to everyone and the reaction to what's going on, but from a practical standpoint, you're only told to do that if it's, if people think you're already speaking out of turn. If you're not responding inappropriately, they're not going to tell you to do that, is the short version. Okay, so from a practical standpoint, if I stand right here and turn our video settings way up, because the other thing is, too, if she's making a video, part of our job is to say sarcastic things in the chat so that she gets extra jokes in the video. Okay, so we need to look this way, and we're going to see which chunks load and which ones don't. Hey, happy Friday, Matt Limbago. Okay. So if there's any major gaps here, that's going to show up in, like, background renders of the pinball machine. So we want to make sure that we have eliminated those. Like, if we accidentally didn't... Like, if there was, like, an area where our two lines of flight didn't overlap, that's going to be a problem. So while this happens, I'm going to go ahead and take a hydration break. Dun, dun, dun. So let me grab a song here. Which song? That's a great question for our spreadsheet. Google Sheets. Patreon, thanks. And let's see here. We already played lines earlier. So I'm not going to do that one. Sean requested My Destinies in Tennessee, so let's go ahead and play that. That's a classic. It's about 5 minutes. That'll give me a chance to go get that drink and be right back. And also to clean out the coffee thing and stuff. Yay!
Say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at pretty good, just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokedex in hand. You run your laps chasing the kittens in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polar Bears from Mississippi's. There's enough Weedles on Montego. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubble down the shovel. We could team sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace.
Welcome back. Thank you again to Sean for selecting that as their hydration break song. Let's turn that camera back on and take down that hydration break sign. You know what? I could do something. Hold on. There are these. We could set up a better transition here for like slide. Ooh, let's try that. Ooh, okay, and then transition, high transition, slide. See, like, yeah, there we go. Very fancy. It's animated. Okay. So we were just gonna see, you know, basically if there were any huge gaps in the background render for this area. It looks like we did a pretty good job of flying over most of it. I am curious how far out it will actually render. I would love to be able to show the ice boat course from the pinball machine. Like, I know that's not really super likely to be possible, but I do have some ideas about how to possibly tweak my replay mod settings and adjust my computer to make that a possibility. But it's something. But it's probably not very likely to work. But it would be cool if I could do it. I mean, this is already a pretty long distance render. You can see that ice boat course is not close by. Unfortunately. So, okay, let's just let it. It's still loading chunks in. So I'm kind of inclined to just chill for a minute, enjoy my soda. Hope y'all are having a good working day so far. We've been going for a little over 2 hours now. Just a reminder, if you've been enjoying the stream, this is viewer-supported. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I make almost no money off advertising. Like, I make less in advertising every month than I spend on the internet most months. So it really does make a difference if y'all support the show. Whew, wow, that is really far away. I have no idea. I don't think it'll actually render all the way up to 200 chunks out. But I did tell it to, and I want to see if it crashes. Because in theory, the computer should start allocating virtual memory at a certain point. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if my virtual memory is set up properly. Does Windows do virtual memory? Or swap? Windows virtual. Can you swap file in Windows 10? Optimal size. How to change, move. I think that like it'll theoretically run slower, but I want to increase the size of the swap file here so that I can. So let's see. Start my computer, system information, system properties, advanced. Yeah, let's go. Properties. Oh, advanced system settings, is that it? Performance of the advanced tab. Ah, okay, I found that. Performance options, select the advanced tab. Oh, you can turn off all these animations? Oh my gosh. I don't want any animations in my... I don't want... I can... Wow. There's a million things you can do in here that I don't want any of. Show contents of Windows while dragging. That one we might leave on. Okay, so we're gonna apply... I just found out how to turn off a bunch of dumb stuff I don't want in Windows. The windows don't have drop shadows anymore. Yay! Okay, so virtual... Okay, so the size of my virtual paging file is currently set to 27 gigs. Change that to the maximum recommended size. Oh, well, we're already way over the maximum recommended size. Um, okay. So, yeah, we might be okay here. It's getting dark, so it's hard to tell if chunks are still loading in. There's clearly a gap on the right where I haven't flown past it. Yeah, I can see little chunks of water loading in. Okay, so let me see how much disk space I have at the moment, too. I've got 69 gigabytes free of disk space, which is not optimal. I should probably free up some of that. Go to my videos. Stuff that I've already edited and moved off, I can clear up here. Yeah, so all the Elytra course stuff. Episode 66. Episode 65, we can clear all this off. This has already been archived and whatnot. Total chaos. Okay. So here's 60 gigs of files that we can delete right now. Yes. Deleting them. Okay. We go to replay videos. We've also got quite a lot of stuff that we can just delete because they're huge. We've already moved them to other drives. Anyway, okay. So now my computer has 138 gigs free on the hard drive. So we're going to go in here and we're going to create, can we do custom manage size? And initial size in megabytes. Let's say 10, but a megabyte, or a gigabyte is 1,000, so I think we want 2,600 as the maximum size. No, that'd be, no, for let's try that. Cannot exceed the amount of free space on the drive. Okay, so 2,600 would be, it must be between, okay, 260 megabytes is the largest size it's letting me set. That feels wrong. Hey, Jordan, please don't yell in all caps. I'm going to time you out so you have a chance to read the rules. Okay. So... well... right now it's at system manage sized, which I don't love. Oh, you have to restart your computer before this will take effect anyway. Okay, well, don't restart the computer, please, because I'm in the middle of this. But, okay, yeah, some of the snow is loading. Behind me, kind of see. Okay, so like one snow hill over in one part here is loading behind my head. Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna get all the way to the ice boat course with only 200 chunks render distance. It's pretty far away. There's probably a way to like look at a map. we've definitely loaded more chunks in the direction of that snow hill that's there. So this might just be as far as it's going to go with the way things are set up right now. Okay. Let's turn the thing back on. Cleo swam in lava again. Okay. I'm not gonna bother Cleo at this point. Yeah, this is frustrating. Because, like, what I need to do is I need to figure out how close that one snow hill is. And work from there, I think. Are any additional chunks loading in? It's hard to tell with the overlay on. I'm just really leaning into this. Here, let me put my hat on so you can see more. As I lean in, it's like, I'm not blocking at all. Yep, okay, chunks are still loading on the left side there. I think directly in front of me is as far out. Like, you see how there's that, like, little blue triangle directly in front of me? Under the mouse cursor here? Yeah, I think... that's a pretty clear indication of where we are at on that. That's going to be the farthest out anything loads. Probably across the horizon. Here. Lots of stuff loading in on the left, which you can see inside my hat now. A lot of little pixels lighting up as trees pop in. Welcome, Toma. Glad you could join us. Emmy says the thing Doc made in his last episode isn't noticeable from Joe's base. Is that the thing made of skulk? I don't know who made that, but there is a thing made of skulk near my base now that didn't used to be there. But I don't... the thing is, there's like... Doc builds 800 things an episode. I don't know which thing you're talking about. Welcome, Duskadair. Glad you could join us. We are doing some experimental replay mod testing stuff. Or Bobby mod, or whatever. That's Exaskulk. Okay, says Daniel Bryce. Well, then I have no idea if I can see Doc's thing from my base. But, I mean, realistically, we're trying to see if we can see to the ice boat course from my base. So... we could probably swing the camera a little bit here and see whatever the dock thing you're talking about is, too. Just saying. Hey, I pollen assault. Wait, hold. Alt salt. Yeah, don't yell in all caps, please. Take some time to read the rules. Okay. But yeah, in just a second, dock space will load, and then you'll be able to tell me if the thing is noticeable from here. just a second, dark space will all load. Just you wait, just you wait. Yeah, these are not fast loading long distance renders. These are slow. Slow. Hey, howdy, Badger. We've just been flying around doing some testing stuff, and now we're checking. Emmy asked if something that Doc did lately was visible from my base, and I said I don't know. Let's turn the camera, and it's been a minute, and I still don't know if it's visible or not. So, yay. Okay. Yep, Badger is in the Discord chat. Bum 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 bum. Oh, you mean the sound thing? Oh, that's a totally different thing. That's not visual. That wouldn't show up in replay. Why did you let me spin the camera if you were trying to figure out if sounds reach my face? It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Core concept. Here's what I want to do. I want to fly to that hill there. That's the furthest out point that the replay mod is rendered. And come on. I want to fly to that hill, and I want to see how close that hill is to Ren's Elytra course. Now, the frame rate is not good because we have the view distance set to 200 chunks right now. So let's turn that up. So this little hill here, how close is this little hill here to the ice boat course is basically the question that we are trying to answer at the moment. Because this is as far as we can see from my base at the present, it looks like. And this will give us a sense of how much further we need to stretch the Bobby mod in order to see the course. Hey, we got another tip rolling in. Give me a second to see who that's from while this loads. Opening PayPal on my phone. Multi-step process for safety reasons. Samantha, thank you so much. Who says, "Mwahaha, a second donation for the day. Just wanted to say I really appreciate the comp stream. it's a great... Okay, so this is the weirdest thing about the PayPal phone app. Is the PayPal phone app sends me the messages, or sends me alerts way faster than the email, but it doesn't send me the whole message. So luckily the email just came through. I really do appreciate the calm stream. It's a great contrast to getting to work and having to deal with dogs, lol. Really made the start of my day so much better. Hey, well, thank you so much, Samantha. That's going to get us 7 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. So, bumblebees. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn down this to something more reasonable, like 78. Performance impact high. That's an understatement. Okay. And then we're going to get a sense of how far from here the iceboat course actually is by flying. We're not just going to wait for all to load in. So 1 rocket. 2 rockets. Like, is this the iceboat course, like, just on the other side of this hill here? Or is the iceboat course still, like, way the heck out in Pearl? Oh yeah, we have somebody named Pearlescent Moon. That's a Pearl Harbor reference, not a Pearlescent Moon reference. And it's not a reference to the Pearl Harbor attacks, but to the naval station there. Yeah, sadly, I'm thinking I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're going to be able to render the iceboat course from our base. This is a very silly thing to want to do, and I recognize that. I know this is a silly thing to want, but it's a thing that I do want, but I'm going to have to make peace with the fact that it might not be, you know, what the kids might call functionally possible. Dang it. Well, we can't fly around here and get some new chunks in while we're in the neighborhood for our cash. Okay. Well, let's see. We've been going for over 2.5 hours now, so I should probably do last call for tips, and we should probably wind things down in the next little while. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you've had a chill, enjoyable morning, kicking off your Friday if you're going to work, or helping you wind down at the end of the day if you just got home. If you're wrapping things up for the week, you know. We got folks from all over the world here. I'm glad to be a part of your day. I appreciate it. And if you appreciate what I do, seriously, this show is made possible by folks tipping. I am very, very appreciative of how dependent making this show happen during the day like this is what y'all do and how you choose to support me. So thank you so much to everybody who has chosen to support. And if you might want to support in the future, you know, that PayPal link will be there. I've also got a Patreon. We are going to be announcing another Patreon build contest on the 19th. So now's a great time to join the server. If you want to... If you're looking for, like, a pretty chill server without a lot of rules or strict... Like, I mean, basically, I'm not gonna. It's not an anarchy server, but it's like a don't anger God server. Just be chill. Go have fun. Like, there's not like, oh man, I'm gonna restrict. Everybody can only have, 4 sheep or anything. It's pretty much just wander around and go where you want, explore, build stuff. It's relatively hands off. So if you're looking for a relatively hands-off vanilla Minecraft experience, access to my Patreon server is $10 a month. If you want to be part of the Discord, where we have our weekly pinball tournaments and Pinball FX, and where we chat about things, where we have the live event chat, that's $5 on the Patreon. Collie Wolf writes, the Patreon is so much fun. Highly suggested. It's an amazing community. Yeah, thank you, Collie Wolf. We actually had a big influx of new members thanks to that Tumblr support weekend. So thanks to everybody who was involved with that as well. But we are nowhere near at capacity. We have a great moderation staff. We have a great culture, great community. So I am happy for more folks to join, especially because, we're gonna. I keep wanting to talk about the build contests that I have planned. But I'm waiting until the big Patreon group call on the 19th to talk about that. But I've got some fun stuff planned. And so if you want to already be on the server and, kind of get settled, we got about 15 days until I'm going to be making those announcements. So now's a great time to sign up and get oriented. And then once you kind of know the rules and know how things go, you'll be ready to hit the ground running for a big build contest. And I'm on the ground. I was trying to land in the tree to look at the pinball machine. It's fine. You know what? You know where I always want to look at the pinball machine from? I always want to look at the pinball machine from the top of the shulker farm. Because it's like, oh, this is just a great place to hang out and look at things in the distance. But it's also a great place to get hit by shulkers. Thanks, shulkers. Why you gotta be like that? So let me land here. Oh, the rain's picking up again. I'm trying to get between these two beams without having the smoke. Ah, there we go. This is it. This is where we want to stand. Options, video settings, render distance. Yeah, 78 isn't bad. Let's we can chill here for the last minute of the stream and appreciate the pinball machine and the glorious moonlight there. Duskadair says Discord's been lovely so far. Peridot Hair says someday I'll join the Patreon. Got to get that financial independence. Oh yeah. Definitely. That's one of the reasons that this is a paid thing. Is we want people who are at a stage in their lives where they are already demonstrating financial responsibility and making decisions about how to spend money. This is not a kids server. Don't. I had somebody ask me once. They're like, "Wait, it's $10 a month to join the server a person. So if I've got 4 children, I'm out $50 a month for me and then for them." And I'm like, "Well, this isn't really for that. You should spend $8 a month to open your own realm to keep an eye on your kids and they can hang out with their friends on the realm. But like, no, I'm not running a playground." Yeah. So, yeah, you'll get there. But yeah, don't worry about it. Everybody's at a different point in their lives. You'll get there, Peridot Hair. Okay. So we're giving that a minute or two to see if any last minute tips roll in while we just admire the builds there in the distance. I'm trying to see, what is that thing floating? There's something floating up there. I'm not sure what it is. I'm really glad that the wind didn't blow the rain in my window. We got to keep the window open this whole storm, which is really cool. Okay. Well, I think we should probably call it here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. We're not going to do a formal raid But Pearlescent Moon is streaming. So if you want to go bother Pearl, you can. Twitch.tv/Pearlescent Moon. Thank you all so much again for joining me. This was, let's see, it's Friday night. Or no, it's Friday morning. We'll be back tonight, Friday night, at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Oh, wow, stuff is still loading in. That's iBuy. iBuy just loaded in. Woo. Very purchasable. Dang it, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I'll be back at 8:30 tonight. I'm going to try and get back to work on the pinball machine. That was my original plan for today, but I had to test this thing, which I think was a success. So Asuma will be happy about that. Anyway, I'm going to go have lunch. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. See some of you at 8:30 p.m. See some of you next Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. if you only come to the morning streams. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.